Alright, and new game this time. This enjoyed some popularity recently in when it came out into early access. Noticed quite a few streaming it back then, but now we are also good to go with the Powerwash Simulator. Practiced with the van beforehand to learn the controls first, and now we are ready to try and clean the backyard, which of course already begs the question how everything got so grimy in the first place. But let's go and see how we succeed at washing more things. Alright, dirtiest backyard you've ever seen. That's not me bragging, by the way. At least the game is also somewhat self-aware. That is somewhat surprising that all the things are so overall grimy. So let's then, here we have like details like cleaning the patio is most producive at $40, and then we have like the $1 to $2 items. Alright, and here's the message. Really do with a hand at my place when you're free. Alright. Right, Kisu. So, great to see you, and you of course also get a wave. Thank you for joining the stream. Alright, let's start. So we do have the patio, which is kind of how can one even get their patio this, and also the lawnmower. Alright, funnily enough, my first girlfriend used to live here. Alright, even the lawnmower is kind of grimy, so let's clean out the lawnmower first. It of course looks better when you have a clean lawnmower in your house. Looks much better already. Let's see. There's still quite a bit of. Let's try the slightly more abrasive tip selection for more cleaning on the lawnmower. Get rid of the, at least most of the remaining dirt on it. Lawnmower engine cleaned, thank you. Like, it's nice to have a clean engine. Alright, the kind of like the lawnmower tubular structure is kind of lawnmower handle cleaned. Great. It's good to have a clean handle. Now it's pretty nice and shiny even. That's kind of hard to find the grime on, because the kind of like clippings container is all black also, so it takes a lot of effort to clean and check all the spots for trouble. There we go. Then let's check behind the mower. Yeah, there we have a lot to work on. Right. Do think all parts of the lawnmower are now clean? Yes. So we have still cleaned 0% of the yard. Let's take a bit wider nozzle and start on the house next. or if we have other small items, might be more productive feeling first. Let's try the toy car. Next. Kind of do think the power washer might not be the right kind of tool for this complex shaped objects like. But of course, when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail, so of course we power wash it anyway. Starts to look already much better. Quite fancy with the racing stripes at all, so it should be really fast. It's both red and has the go faster stripes, so. Right, we also need to clean the inside proper, so toy car seat cleaned. Great, do you think the toy car is now finished? Yes. Right, then we have the BBQ and also the birdhouse. Let's do the birdhouse next. Should be a nice quick wash to clean the birdhouse. Already looks much nicer. At least the flowers are clean, which is nice. Nobody wants to try and wash the flowers, do you think? Would be kind of painstaking even comparatively. Right, needs probably a bit more. Bit more concentrated stream of water to clean out all the details on the birdhouse. And also underneath the platform, of course. It's actually quite painstaking. The underside of the platform is also in need of washing. And of course also behind the birdhouse. Starting to look a bit better. The window is also like a lot of detail. Alright, birdhouse stand cleaned, so we still need to work on the birdhouse proper. Birdhouse cleaned. Great, so now we are done with the birdhouse. Ah, hello Kamu. Great to see you. Very nice. Hopefully you had a good weekend with the deer. Couldn't really make it in this case, so hopefully you had a good weekend with board games and dinner over at the deer also. The house, alright, let's start with the house proper then with the wide nozzle. Somehow it appears that the house is pretty dark to start with. Or possibly it's not quite sufficient to use the widest setting, as we are not really reducing the... Right, let's see if slightly wider would work. Yep. Alright, shed decoration cleaned. That's the start. The shed itself will take quite a bit of work. Right, hanging planter cleaned. That's quite specific. Of course, it's nice to have a clean flower planter. The color of the shed is not very enticing even when clean. Shed decoration cleaned. Yay, we have a clean horseshoe. The color of the shed is admittedly not very enticing even when it's clean. Have to say. Alright, the front of the shed is starting to improve quite nicely. Right, the front starts to be pretty well handled. So let's move to the other sides of the shed. And also the roof, so this will be fun, like washing the roof. So let's try to get the wall cleaned first. And also the shed window is apparently quite grimy, to say the least. So let's keep going here. There's another hanging planter on this side of the shed, it appears. Right, here we need to move closer. Or even use the more narrow nozzle to clean that out, like especially grimy corner. Right, and then we need to work on the window frames also a bit. Quite exacting. There we go. Shed window is clean. Let's try and clean the planter. Hanging planter cleaned. Great. Then we have the roof. Right, still some work with the like railing underneath the roof even. Right, it's starting to be pretty nice. Good. Then we still have the back wall also, which is again quite. So let's use the slightly less wide nozzle and yeah. It is certainly better power washer probably than the Bill Thema one. And yes, in this game things fortunately don't break, unlike the plates and the olive oil bottle in the cooking simulator already with the spatula. So in this game it's actually mostly about washing. You fortunately can't break property. As far as this one knows, there's actually no problem with things getting broken. So in that respect the game is a bit more forgiving. It's not like you broke a couple of windows, will deduct the price of fixing them from your washing income, which would be kind of additional stress. Like in addition to trying to clean the items, you also have to worry about breaking them. That would be kind of tiring. Right, let's try and wash the shed back wall nice and clean. Right, probably we again need to go for some precision washing. On the roof railing. Let's see. Pretty good result. A few spots left only. There we go. Pretty clean rear wall. Right. And then we still have one side of the shed to handle. So let's get to it. And then of course the roof finally, but let's try and get the last planter. There we go. Planter cleaned. Of course the window. The garden shed is starting to look pretty nice. Alright, shed cleaned proper, but we do still have separately, like for example the window. Right, let's see. Right, window cleaned. Then let's try to clean the shed roof, which already requires a bit more effort. Precision washing. Then we of course have underneath the rail or the overall structure of the ceiling also. Starting to look pretty good here. Let's do the other side of the roof. Let's see how much we can do with the one step wider nozzle. But it makes things easier when you do not need to use the very narrow one. Right, said roof cleaned. Great, so now we are done with the shed. Now we have of course the patio and the BBQ. Let's move next to the BBQ. So let's see here if we can use like the wider one. Mostly yes, good, at least for quite close quarters work. Should be a bit easier. Some quite stubborn crime. The widest nozzle is kind of a bit not strong enough. It seems this would be the best compromise here for the BBQ area. So let's keep going here. Right, the stone base for the BBQ is starting to look pretty good. Right, let's attack the BBQ itself. Alright, looks already better. Right, it has been quite a bit shinier originally. Control panel cleaned. That's quite specific modeling with the PPQ, like we just cleaned the PPQ control panel. Right, and also the underneath the shelves. Food self-cleaned, yes, that's pretty specific. Right, so we need to also clean underneath the other shelf. Unsure how you get this part, this dirty, but clearly. Right, another food shelf cleaned. And then we of course need to clean the cask bottle also. And the inside, like also the area that holds the gas is kind of not very clean. Very precise work to clean the PPQ sufficiently. Alright, the trolley itself is cleaned. Right, and the gas bottle is also clean now. Let's go with the main PPQ part again. Alright, this is starting to be pretty clean. Then the top of the grill. Right, cooker hood cleaned. Now it's really shiny. I think we have now cleaned all of the PPQs, and we have cleaned the birdhouse, the PPQ, the toy car, the shed and the lawnmower. So let's move to the garden swing. Indeed, the grill looks a bit familiar, you're correct, Kisu. Right, and now it's time to start cleaning the garden swing. See how difficult this is. Let's use this nozzle. Again, the color of the swing doesn't look very enticing even when clean. It's like quite dark. Alright, even the flower bed surround is not totally clean. And we still have a bit of work here with the surrounds on the PPQ. Right, pretty much have to crawl Right, barbecue patio trim cleaned. Great, so we are done with that and can return to the swing again. Right, there will be a lot of work with the swing. I'm sure if you can clean this kind of thing either with the power washer, but of course, as mentioned before, when you have a hammer, everything is a nail. Right, this side starts to look quite good. So let's move to the other side of the railing. Right, those start to be pretty clean. Let's keep going with the chains and everything. The chains also start to look pretty nice. Right, swing frame cleaned. Swing is clearly a lot of work also, so let's keep going. It's kind of difficultly shaped that you have to clean it from different positions. Right, in between the pillows. Like here, let's wash the pillows at the same time. Right, the inside is starting to be really good. Let me guess. Alright, also some motorcycle cleaning would be available in the future. And of course we also have to wash the underneath. Underneath the swing. Of course it's really easy to get the underside of the swing also in need of washing, it seems. And the underside of the pillow also. There we go. There we go, the front is starting to look pretty nice. Alright, there's some work in between the pillows, so we probably should use the really narrow nozzle here. And stand up. And spray in between the pillows, there we go. Right. There also like in between the pillows. It's surprising one even got those spots dirty. Alright, and then we have the whole rear of the swing still to handle. Right, there we go for the most part. Right, chains cleaned. Right, and let's try one step wider for the back of the swing. Alright, do wonder why we are not yet done with the swing. Starts to look pretty good. Do we still have one of the sides undone a bit? Yes. There we go, swing sofa cleaned. And then of course would be guessing that also the roof or the ceiling of the swing. Yep. Roof of the swing also needs cleaning. It's quite steep, so we have to stand a bit further away and use the less wide nozzle here. Starting to look pretty good from this side. Right, and then we have the back also. Right. Also done the swing. then we have the flower beds around, which is also in need of washing. We can water the flowers a bit while at it. Yeah, 20% done. The backyard is already a little bit more to wash, so we'll probably only finish the backyard this session. It's not the shortest game ever, it seems, when we have already cleaned quite a bit of things. Alright, the flower beds around is starting to look pretty good. Fortunately, we do not have to wash the surround separately. Good. And then we have the whole patio to clean. Right, it's cleaned. Then continue onto the patio. Right, there's more stubborn dirt also, so need to use the slightly more narrow nozzle again. Apparently the bottom of a decorative pond or such. A lot of work certainly on the patio, especially with the stone decorated surfaces. With the wall fence, alright. So there was a bit more stubborn dirt again. It's a lot of effort to wash sufficiently in between the rocks, because all the nooks and crevices in between the rocks are also dirty. lot of work to clean all the decorative elements. Like you have to wash all the rocks separately and in between them. Right, it's more cleaned again. Yeah, it would be nice if you could fill the pond with water. And we do have more viewers, so of course, welcome to the stream, and you also get a wave. It will take a while to power wash all the rocks, which is kind of like power wash all the rocks in the pond, which is not the most sane mission ever, like if it's going to be filled with water anyway, but we have to first power wash all the rocks. Might even require the even more powerful nozzle, yes, to wash all the way in between the rocks. What took you so long? Have to wash every rock precisely and separately, like best use of time resources while cleaning. Right, it's starting to look a bit better, so we can move to again a bit different spots. Alright, there's a bit of crime in between those rocks. There we go. quite a bit wider setting again. The rocks are really a lot of work. To say the least, like most labor intensive part of the garden this far. Right, stairs finished. Yeah, hello there again, Kleinmar. They will indeed be like the cleanest rocks ever. The overall patio is huge amount of work due to the shapely rocks that require individual washing, usually with the high pressure nozzle. And welcome to the stream, hello there. Great to see you again. Already becoming a bit of a regular, which is very nice, so let's keep going with the trying to power wash the garden. Right, let's see if we can, yes, we can mostly clean these out with this nozzle. again keep going with the other pond. It's also really grimy. I recommend them that they have modeled the rocks very detailed, but it doesn't really improve a lot of the cleaner. Right, let's keep going with the pond. Let's see if we can use the slightly wider nozzle would seem yes. And more rocks. Right, more messages of other jobs. Pond wall cleaned, finally. Like. Right, and finally the pond wall is done. That was. And let's move to the pond surround then. Careful with the flowers, of course. Alright, let's use this for now. And right, doing pretty well with the patio, so the stairs are clean, and there's the upper part here which still at the doghouse also, and all the fence. Let's start out with the fence. keep going with the fence first. A lot of work also on the fence. Will be a lot of work to clean also the wooden slats on both sides of the fence. But the design of some of the objects isn't very conducive to cleaning them. And let's check the other side of the fence now. Fence post cleaned, yay. Productive. Right, one trellis cleaned. Let's go for the other one. Fence post cleaned, yay. Right, let's use the more narrow nozzle and try to get the rest of the grime out of the trellis. Fence post cleaned and trellis cleaned. So now the trellis or the slat fence, as described, it is also clean. Ah yeah, there's some way to rotate the nozzle, do also think, yes. Right. Let's attack the doghouse in the meantime. Doghouse door cleaned. Dog bowl cleaned. Big results. Attack the doghouse. Bit of the side project. nice to have a clean doghouse. Hopefully the dog is not inside. Doghouse wall cleaned. It's quite precisely modeled. Right, that starts to look pretty good. What else still needs to be cleaned on the doghouse? Do think the doghouse is done, so let's again continue with the wall here. Alright, this is a bit faster, yes. Fence panel cleaned, fence post cleaned. Alright, the park warden also has some ideas for new cleaning stops. Right, fence panel cleaned. So time to move on to the patio floor, which there's a lot. And a lot. Yeah, the washing the wall patio is kind of, let's see if we can use bit wider nozzle. Side effect. That's also cleaning the chair. The table a bit. Already looks much better table wise. Unbelievably also the sun. Alright, the table is starting to look pretty good at this rate. So let's keep going with the table and the chairs also. Right, table is clean. And also garden chair is clean. And let's keep washing the next garden chair. Another garden chair is clean. Yet another garden chair is clean. Alright, we have one garden chair left. Right, there we go, 4 chairs done. So keep going with the patio. Right, we need more concentrated for the shade. Shade, here we go. At least a bit more improved results. Let's see if we can stand on the garden chair. Yes, so it's easier to clean. top of the umbrella. Nice blue color also on it, so really worth the effort. And other side. Also work with the patio. Gradually start having clean corners, at least on the patio also. Then we can wash the other side of the parasol cleaned. Great. So time to continue on the huge job that is the patio. And also one fence spot. There we go. Right, gradually improving the situation also on patio. A lot of work for the patio, really kind of plenty of surface area to wash and and it's dark grey, so it's not always easy to see what is wet and what is actually dirt still. But we keep going and gradually gain space. plenty of area. Nice rock texture though on the patio. Looks like you're almost done. My girls can't wait to get out there. At least it's been cleaned quite a bit. 80% already, so getting there slowly. Still another fence also. Then we start to be done. And certainly the yard is the only thing we are cleaning tonight, considering the huge amount of things to wash. So actually this was already a pretty good level work-wise, a lot of work. Also this game would of course need some kind of skunk power washing suit. Would be nice, like as there's in the pictures of the game at least, and you can buy various power washing outfits and gloves and such. It would be nice if there was also a skunk power washing suit also. It would look very nice. Right a bit by the house. There we go, starts to be pretty clean. Right, and still a bit of the patio to go, so keep working. There we go, starting to gradually reduce the work area a lot on the patio also. Let's fill the dock waterfall. There we go. There we go, getting closer and closer with the patio. Pond edge cleaned, great. Patio cleaned, great. Then we still have some of the edges here to work on. Right, retaining wall cleaned. Let's use a bit wider nozzle here and keep going on the surround for the flower bed. Lawn edging cleaned, great. Also the underside of the surround here is built really retaining wall edge cleaned. Then we have to wash rocks, literally. Stepping stone clean. Let's clean more stepping stones. Another stepping stone cleaned. These are pretty easy going. These have been modeled as separate objects. These are quite easy compared to the earlier pond ones. Right, and then we still have that part of the surround. They are fortunately quite easy. There's no underneath to them, namely. And let's start with the fence, gate and such. Right, fence gate cleaned to 95, so we are soon done with the backyard. Fence top cleaned, nice. Fence panel cleaned. Fence post cleaned. Still a bit to wash. Up to almost 99 now. Right, fence post cleaned. The fence is also starting to look pretty good. Right, fence panel cleaned, so we are alright, 99, not 100%. What are we still missing? Doghouse roof, 95, and lawn edgings. So we are missing a bit of lawn edgings. And one shed decoration. And fence tops somewhere. Probably on this side. Yes, that finish is fun. Finish is another one. Let's see about the doghouse. Alright, underneath the... Alright, that finishes the doghouse roof. Then we still had some ornament here. Yeah, probably the wind chimes are still dirty from this side, yes. Right, retaining wall and retaining wall cap. Yes, we have some crime here. That finishes the retaining wall. retaining wall cap, so we are still missing 2 lawn etchings. So let's walk around and check them where they're still. Ah, here. These are completely undone, no wonder. Lawn etching. We have 1 lawn etching remaining. Where? This we did, this we did. This I also think we did. All right, there. All right, this finishes the yard. And now people apparently. Oh, this is like stop motion of us cleaning the whole yard. Nice. So now we are done with the yard. So we certainly deserve a wave for everyone. Thank you for joining us with the first power washing simulator session. Did you enjoy? Want to see more of the power washing simulator? Do tell in the chat if you have an opinion. How much is the water bill? Probably a lot. But yes, did you enjoy the power washing simulator? Feel free to tell in the chat if you have an opinion, of course. Otherwise, going to see who we can raid now that we did a good result with the first power washing job proper. Alright. That cat seat is playing Dark Souls 2. Maybe Dark Souls would be after the power washing simulator. Good choice. Are they still playing? Let's check. Yes. So we get Dark Souls 2 next. Cooking. Yeah, the cooking is quite funny because it's so, let's say, not terribly well done game. So probably will return to the cooking already tomorrow, but we'll keep also the power washing simulator in mind sometimes. Do think. Yeah, it's a bit monotonous. You just wash, so it's kind of repetitive, but we'll keep it in mind now and then. Let's go for some Dark Souls 2 then. So before we start the raid, thank you for joining. Some power washing and good night. We'll see tomorrow, probably with cooking and also maybe something else. So thank you for joining once again and good night.